So what do you want to look for when you're buying a telescope? Well, the key is aperture size. You want to make sure that the opening of your telescope, as in this telescope here, is as large as you can possibly make it, because the key to a telescope is how much light it can gather. The more light it can gather, the better the image quality. So this, for instance, is an 8-inch Dobsonian telescope. You'll notice a couple things about it, though. The base, first off, is a very simple design. It's basically made out of plywood. And so you're spending probably $20 or $30 on the base, and the rest of your money is being spent on telescope. So this is a really good type of telescope to start out with. It may look big and bulky, but since it's hollow on the inside, it's going to be very easy to transport. So another nice thing about this type of telescope is usually the manufacturer will send you a couple of good quality eyepieces. Now, when people usually buy telescopes, the first thing they think about is, how much magnification am I going to get out of this particular telescope? I want to be able to see things really, really close. Well, that's one thing that you don't want to worry about. Magnification is the last thing on your list. So the eyepieces that come with these are typically low magnification eyepieces, but I guarantee you that the views that you'll see through them are much better than you'll get with a high magnification eyepiece. Now, once you become pretty well adjusted to this type of telescope and you've found a lot of things in the night sky and you want to kind of, whet your appetite for something a little bit more, then you can move on to this type of telescope. This is a little bit more advanced. It's called a Schmidt-Cassegrain. Typically costs more, even though it's got a pretty good aperture size. Again, this is another 8-inch telescope. This one probably costs around 2 to 3 times as much as the other telescope. But the nice thing about it is it has a little bit more complicated base, which can be a little bit scary at first, but the nice thing is it'll track objects in the sky for you. So I wouldn't necessarily recommend this for a beginning amateur astronomer, but it's definitely something that amateurs use all the time.